very long time, this simple way of being and the simple part of my paradigm held me back from being the individual that I could have been. It held me back from exploring the depths of life that I truly wanted to experience on my own individual level. And I just thought it was me. So take a listen here, because this might be the same thing that's happening in your life or has been happening in your life your entire life, half your life, or even for several years, even just for a little bit of time starting recently. Anyway, if it's in your life and you accept it and allow it to be there, it will hold you back from being that individual, from living purposefully, from living with passion and fulfillment. You see, this idea that we manifest, that we continue to bring into our life, is simply a direct reflection of a personal idea of self-inadequacy. This is something that comes up in many different situations because of our lack of belief in ourselves. It is a showing of a lack of self-esteem. And many of us have it and we don't even realize. Many of us allow this entity, or if you will, to be present for way too long. I know I did. And it's still something that is a consistent removal process, right? It's not something you can get rid of in one day because you've had it for a long time. You've had it for a long time, so how could it be gone in one day, right? Now, this very thing is what held me back from being more expressive. It's what held me back from doing better in sports in high school and middle school. It's what held me back from having a love life that really meant something to me earlier on. It's what held me back from doing better in business. It's what's held me back in so many different areas of my life that I could go on and on and on about. And it likely is for you too, if you do not accept it for what it is and learn how to beat it down, to remove it. What I'm talking about here is something that I heard said by Earl Nightingale yesterday morning. And he was quoting somebody, by the way. You have to do your own research and see who that was, but you can find Earl Nightingale saying it online, old timer. But he said, our doubts are traitors. Our doubts are traitors, and they have a way of finding a way into our mind, into our paradigm, and staying there and preventing us from really being our true self. They bolster our confidence and prevent us from expressing our energy and our potential on the world, on other people, on our families. You see, it's our doubts about ourselves that directly reflect our level of self-esteem, how much we truly believe in ourselves and our efforts. Because if we truly just completely believed in our efforts and our mission, and we had absolute courage, the fear stands no chance. The fear might still be there to a degree, but it has no voice, it has no chance when that courage reigns supreme. When that courage reigns supreme over all the other emotions, all the other patterns and tendencies, when that pattern becomes courageous, when we become truthful to our cause, when we become truthful to our purpose, and we're no longer held back by the things we learned in life, the negative thought patterns that we've had for so long. When we truly become detached from that old sense of self, when we die to our new self, and we shift into that new being, that way of being that says, hey, I can do it. There's nothing I can't do. I've done this and this and this already. What can I do now? Rather than the opposite, which many of us have and grow up with and keep repeating, is that I failed in this and this and this. How could I possibly do that? It's the opposite. It's a direct flip. But if you don't take the time to understand and analyze which of your thoughts are truly just doubts and are actually a reflection of the traitor within, of the enemy within ourselves, that holds us back. If we don't take that time, how will we ever realize? You see, if we just continue in that, we just continue to avoid the facts, avoid how we truly feel, that we can do things differently, that we can be courageous. If we avoid those feelings and we continue to consistently feel those doubts and we never strike against them to change, if we never try new things to alter our way of being and alter that consistent pattern, then it'll become normal. It just becomes a way of life. It becomes a way of being that we just continue to manifest. We continue to keep current. And God forbid you fall into the victimization trap and you blame it on somebody else, when in all reality it's you and your mind bringing it to the present moment. It's your subconscious programming from the past, from everything you've been through, with your fear of the future, mixed all together to take you out of the present moment and bring self-doubt into the mainframe, to bring that lack of expression, that inability to be courageous, that fearful mindset, to bring that into the limelight and prevent all progress, prevent your potential being expressed on the world. Now, you tell me how that is fair. You tell me how that is the way we should be. And I'll laugh in your face, man. Because how could you ever possibly say that? How could you say that as humans, as infinitely powerful as we are, we've built pyramids, we've built monuments, all these different crazy things, countries, cities, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We've done amazing things with the help of one another, with society. Yet nowadays we seem to fall on our face and stay there. And we're being taught to stay there in many different ways. I digress on that point. Know that the doubts that are within you are, one, your own doing. Even if you didn't cause them because you had some sort of negative situation in your upbringing or anything, it's still your problem to deal with. It's still something inside of you that you're making current. Your past isn't your fault. But, parts of your past is, you still had a part to play in everything. You had a part to play in everything that you did in the past. And when you take that full responsibility and you take your emotions out of it and you just say, hey, you know what? I could have done better in this way. And you don't beat yourself up over it. Big thing there. Then you have your power. Then you have the ability to change the way that you view a situation in your life. You can change that internal perception to then create a different current idea, a different current way of being, and to remove that doubt that is betraying you. Because you deserve to be limitless. You deserve to be out of your own head enough to express your potential on the world. I'm going to end it here, guys. Have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Have a great day. Go do whatever it is you got to do. Eliminate that traitor within you. Kick him out. Tell him he's got to go. Right? But treat him with respect and kindness as well, because it is a part of you that you have to uncover in your own way. I'll make another video on this another day. I love you guys. Let's go.